CBS Sports Race Summary is sponsored by Budweiser, the official beer of NASCAR. Hey, race fans, this Bud's for you.
After 125 of 334 laps, 187.5 miles, 12 leaders, lead change 14 times, speed down to 134, 4 cautions for 22 laps. 3 cars have crashed out. Well, Elliott may be getting back here. We're getting set to go racing once again. Let's try it again with Mike Joy.
Getting set for the restart. Dale Earnhardt Jr. leads Bobby Labonte and 20 more cars on the lead lap. Inside, that's Jeff Fuller trying to get back on the lead lap, but Earnhardt gets a good jump as they head off toward turn 1. 126 laps complete.
Earnhardt kind of lagged on the brake there, so Fuller had to wait for him to start the race.
Bobby Labonte trying to clear the lap traffic and can't.
That allows Earnhardt to get out in front. Pretty good margin.
Fuller is the second car in line, and now Labonte clears Robert Presley. So one lap car separates Labonte from the leader. A little further back, Dale Jarrett, Kevin LePage, Terry Labonte, Rusty Wallace all in a pack.
As they try to clear that lap traffic as well. And they're having to do it up on the outside. As we look out the back of Dave Blaney's car.
Looking back at 7th place, Dale Jarrett.
Clear low, clear low.
Bob Jeffers, the spotter for Dale Jarrett.
Good job, everybody.
I thought so.
Well, yeah, a little cheerleading there.
With lap cars restarting on the inside and the 22 lead lap cars on the outside, it takes a little while for the field to sort out here.
Jarrett goes under Blaney as they head down in turn 3, and Kevin LePage usually just goes right with him as they go right by Dave Blaney in the number 93.
Now Blaney is 1 lap down. Looking ahead at LePage. And up front, right side of your screen, Labonte gets underneath Jeff Fuller and now has clear sailing toward race leader Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Good battle here for 11th position. Rusty Wallace, Mike Skinner in the car number 31. Dale Earnhardt in the black number 3. Riding with Mike Skinner here now as his teammate comes up on him.
Anybody remembers Atlanta, they made a little contact when they were racing each other down there. This time, no foul. You could see Earnhardt was a little quicker, so Skinner just let him go right under.
But you know, for teammates, they race more like brothers.
They race hard. That's for sure. Yeah. And when they were racing in Atlanta, the incident that Buddy mentioned, they were racing for the lead.
For the lead. That makes a big difference. Kenny Schrader's car a little bit loose. The number 36 there, the yellow car on the inside of Skinner.
Schrader's also 1 lap down. With our Lowe's camera on board Mike Skinner. Looking back at Schrader. Well, you can see the lead that Dale Earnhardt Jr. has opened up on Bobby Labonte, but now that Labonte is clear of lap traffic, he may have an opportunity to close back in. There you see Bobby Labonte and that little dot out there past the condominiums in turn 2. That is Earnhardt Jr.
Boy, they have to be so proud. I mean, first year Winston Cup for all the group there. They moved up from Busch Grand National with Dale Earnhardt Jr. as crew chiefs and everyone. What a great job. I mean, to be able to lead the first year period.
One of the cars, Buddy, that was involved in that most recent incident, Elliott Sadler in the garage. Here's Bill Stevens with an update.
Mike, Elliott Sadler's been taken to the infield care center complaining of some pretty severe pain in his left arm and left shoulder. Crew Chief Mike Beam is actually looking around to maybe put somebody back into that car if they can get it repaired. This team is very disappointed. The Wood brothers, hoping for a big day today. It was on this day back in 1967. Cale Yarborough won the Atlanta 500, and that was his first career victory.
134 laps, 7th place battle. There's Dale Jarrett, 88. Kevin LePage, number 16. They're pulling up on Ward Burton, and Burton is also 1 lap down in the Bill Davis 22.
They made some good adjustments on the 88 car of Dale Jarrett because now he's able to run that lower line, and he has good corner speed, so they fixed their car somewhat from early in the race when he couldn't keep up.
Courtesy move by Ward Burton. He just moved up and let him go. Didn't block the lane. He says that the favor will be returned somewhere down the road, or maybe it already has. You don't know. I mean, these drivers, they will look out for each other on occasions.
And Jarrett has really moved away from Kevin LePage now, and he's got Mark Martin in his sights. That's the 6th place car.
And that's another good guy. This part of the race, he'll move over and let him go because he watches his mirror and knows that Jarrett's much quicker right now, so he won't race him for that spot.
It's been boom or bust for Mark Martin here in Texas. He hit a gusher in 98 as the race winner, but the other 2 years they've had this race has finished no better than 34th.
You know, I don't want to say anything, but I thought I saw a little bit of smoke out. See Mark Martin just move over and let him go there. Now that will, someday he'll return that favor.
Ride with Joe Nemechek. Have another look at our wrenchhead.com telemetry this time.
The RPMs on the bottom. That's the revolutions per minute of the engine. 83, 84, 85, 100 RPMs.
I saw 190 miles an hour also in that telemetry just then.
He just took 13th place away from Mike Skinner. Here's your 3rd place battle. Steve Park, the Chevrolet of Dale Earnhardt and Jeremy Mayfield's Ford. Now from Dale Earnhardt Jr. to Bobby Labonte, it is 4 seconds. That's from here to eternity on the racetrack.
Or a good-sized pasture. Believe me, he's moved around here quite well. Earnhardt Jr. is just doing it his own way right now.
Look at out. You can't even see him. It's about the distance from Dallas to Fort Worth, from 1st to 2nd. But long way to go, almost 200 laps to go. Anything can happen, and given the history of this racetrack, most likely will.
Absolutely.
Dick Berggren.
Just came, Brad Parrott from Dale Jarrett's car, just came roaring down here to Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s pit, flapping his arms in the breeze with a giant smile on his face. He's complaining. He says, you guys are taking the phone away from my driver. Will you please slow down? Terrell.
Well, Dick Berggren, one of the reasons why Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s lead has grown so big is because Bobby Labonte's race car has become very, very loose, and he just cannot keep up the frantic pace that Earnhardt Jr. has set. They've been making all their adjustments to the 18 car with air pressure. They're talking about adjusting the track bar as well now on their next pit stop.
So Dale Earnhardt Jr. has the lead over Bobby Labonte's Pontiac, Steve Park Chevrolet, Jeremy Mayfield, and Matt Kenseth. Welcome back to Fort Worth. Another Texas twister has claimed Johnny Benson. You see Benson climbing out of the Beverly Chevrolet, and also involved is John Andretti.
Something went all the way through the radiator on that car. A part flew through the front of that car and knocked a hole in the radiator.
Here's what happened.
They were coming off of turn 2. Ricky Rudd in the 28 up front there, and the 10 car of Johnny Benson. As Rudd slows down a little bit, it looks like, and Benson under the 43 looks like he just got loose, buddy, as he came off of there.
Boy, Benson had a hard hit into the wall. Let's ride along with him.
Ow! You could hear the RPMs that really get up there as the back started around on Benson's car.
That's the only Texas-owned car in the race. Tim Beverly from Tyler. And leader, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is in, Dick.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. indeed is in, Mike. The crew had been talking about a 2-tire change. It's going to be a 4-tire change, however, as Jeff Clark jumps over Tony Uri. They have had just absolutely flawless tire changes, pit stops today. This young 25-year-old driver poised to win his first ever. Terrell.